It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Northern Monk. I seem to be reviewing a lot of Northern Monk recently. This beer was kindly sent to me by the lovely Stephen Claxon, and he picked the beer up from Trembling Madness in York. He picked me up a few Northern Monks, and then before that I picked up some Northern Monks myself that were launched in Tesco's and Sainsbury's. So it seems like a couple of months now when I've been reviewing a lot of Northern Monk beer. This one's 6.5% ABV. It's called Hop City UK. I've already reviewed the Italian Pilsner, the USA version of Hop City, which was 4.5% ABV, and it was really good. It was a really, really good, crisp, New World like lager. Really good, really, really tasty. This is a double dry hopped IPA at 6.5% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. Let me grab a glass. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. I'm quite glad actually that I've reviewed quite a lot of Northern Monk in 2025, because I feel they've somewhat improved their quality. It happens to a lot of breweries. It really does. For me, first of all, it happened with Brewdog. Brewdog never really returned to producing good quality beer. I think the most interesting case study is probably Thornbridge Brewery. Thornbridge were a microbrewery. Let's show you the beer first and foremost. We've got a 1 to 2 finger white head. Good levels of carbonation, fluffy white head. Straw coloured IPA, nice and hazy, looks absolutely fantastic, good levels of carbonation. There's a look at the beer. Thornbridge went through exactly the same situation I feel Northern Monk are going through now. The same journey, where they started off life as a micro brewer, producing great beer, everybody loving Thornbridge's Joy Per. They dipped their toes with supermarkets, they went into Waitrose, they kind of messed about a little bit, and then they went full force. They went kind of full shebang into Joyper was in Tesco's and Morrison's and Asda, and then all of a sudden Thornbridge beer was everywhere, but the quality dipped. It wasn't the same quality, and then over time Thornbridge kind of stepped up to the precipice, if you like, of do we become a massive brewery producing average beer, or do we step back from that precipice and just produce great quality beer for the people who want to drink our beer rather than become a mass market brewer? And Thornbridge decided to do that, and I feel when they made that decision they started making great beer again. I've got no problem now drinking Joy Per. Double dry hop Joy Per I feel is a fantastic beer. They make some great stuff. And I feel that maybe Northern Monk are on the same journey. They put a lot of beer in the supermarket. They started off life very good, one of the best brewers in the UK. They've hit the supermarkets quite hard. I felt the quality went down. They reduced their Northern Monk Faith, their flagship beer. They reduced it in the ABV. All the things that big brewers were doing, Northern Monk started to do, and it was kind of like, no. And I had an old can of Faith, a new can of Faith. The old can of Faith was much better. That was 2024. 2025, I feel like Northern Monk are kind of back to where I feel they should be. They released some beers into Tesco. They've released some beers into Sainsbury's, and they're good again. They're good again. But this is part of their kind of Hop City, their flagship beer festival that they host in the Flax store in Leeds. So this should be a good one. Let's get the aroma. Oh, absolutely fantastic. And this is my point. That aroma is tremendous. Really juicy, full of hops. A little wafer-like malt quality coming through. bit of pineapple, bit of grapefruit, bit of orange peel. It smells terrific. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Fabulous. Absolutely terrific. Stone the Crows. Really juicy, really drinkable, refreshing. Got the beer out of the fridge about 15-20 minutes ago, so it's cool. It's not freezing cold. I'm able to benefit from them kind of crisp malts coming through. As beer warms up a little bit, you extract more flavour from the beer. Nicely carbonated. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of the flavour. This is a cracking IPA, and I would have no problem whatsoever buying this and buying this and buying this. I hope there's no hard feelings between Northern Monk and myself. There was a little bit, I feel, of a falling out in 2024. I have brewed with Northern Monk, but I don't go after breweries if I feel that, I don't do it for the sake of it. Mostly I do it because I care, because I can see the direction that they were heading in, and I didn't agree with it. And bloody cat. And that's fine. That's fine. And I'm quite happy to stand here today and call a great beer a great beer. And I think that's why you guys tune in. You guys tune in because, I'll just be honest. I'll be honest. If I feel faith has been reduced in the ABV and I'm not happy about it, I'll tell you. And that's why you tune in. This beer here, cracking. Absolutely fantastic. Northern Monk at their very best. Juicy, tropical, crisp, refreshing. A little bit of a creaminess in there in the mouthfeel, a little bit of oat in there just to get that kind of, because the beer sticks to your palate a little bit when there's a little bit of oat. It sticks there a little bit, and the hops then taste buds all over your mouth, and the hops then stay on your palate a little bit longer, sticking on your taste buds a little bit longer, and you're able to experience more of the beer, then more of the flavour of the beer, rather than it being super refreshing and just sliding down the throat and being in your belly, because there's no taste buds in your belly, is there? All your taste buds are in your mouth, so it wants to stick there a little bit. Look at that beer now as I rock it back and forth. Carbonation chasing the head up the glass. Great lacing on the glass. What a quality beer. That is a top quality beer from Northern Monk. It's in collaboration with Indie Hops, Rivington Brewing Company, another fantastic brewery. Lohun Brewers Select. Don't know them, to be honest with you. Yeah, a bold double dry hopped IPA with our friends from Rivington, featuring Indie Hops, Luminosa, Strata CGX, and Lorien, bursting with peach, passion fruit and strawberry with a dank bite and zesty undercurrent. Funny, isn't it? I'm picking up like grapefruit and pineapple and orange peel. They're talking about peach, passion fruit and strawberry. Everybody's palates are different. So I'm going to rate this. You can pick up your can if you like at Trembling Madness. You can probably also pick it up at Northern Monk's website. Thank you very much to Stephen Claxon for sending a beer. Another wonderful beer. I've got two more. I've got two sour beers. One from Holy Goat and one from Mills there that are coming shortly. Yeah, but rating. I really like that. That's my type of IPA. That's like raise your eyebrows. Great quality, great drinkability IPA. Loads of hops in there. Fantastic. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.